Ladies and gentlemen, how the devil are we all doing? It's the neutered gardener, and in this video we're taking a look at this vicious little bastard. The quad faster fire rate fixer with 15% faster VATS crit refill. Now what of you may be looking at this thinking, that really isn't anything too special, but trust me, couple this with the right weapon modifications, the right perk cards, and of course, you know, some choice armor pieces, this thing will tear a new arsehole into most enemies. Right then, without further ado, let's get cracking. To get the most out of this weapon, we are going to make it fully automatic. That means, mon petit fleurs, ideally you need to have all the commando perk cards equipped and maxed out if entirely possible. Modification wise, we're going to be putting on all the mods that are going to reduce the AP cost of this weapon, and of course an automatic receiver. Now you've got two options here. You can use the powerful automatic receiver or the tweaked automatic receiver. The tweaked one does have a lower base damage but does have improved critical shot, so it's entirely up to you really. For the barrel, we're going to use the aligned one. Long or short, either way doesn't matter. Stock wise, again, we're going for the aligned one, or we can go for the forceful one. Either one's going to give you a reduction in AP cost. Magazine wise, again, you've got two choices. You've got the quick one or the swift one. And finally, your sights, you're going to be wanting to use the reflex one. Red dot or circle, doesn't really matter. The suppressor and the paint job, that's entirely up to you. Anyway, let's see how this deals with our two favourite enemies, the Behemoth and the Mirelurk Queen. Now, I will say this is filmed in Worlds, but none of the damage has been increased, reduced, or messed around with. The only thing I have pissed around with is the jump height, and it is really fucking annoying. I wish I would have turned it off. We live and we learn. Now, as you can see, guys, we're at the Behemoth. I've got absolutely no armour on. My perk cards, the only things I've got there are the commando ones, and we're just going to see what happens. And yeah, that's really not too bad. We're making short work of it. We're getting a decent amount of critical shots in, but look at how fast our AP goes down. More importantly, look at how long it takes to replenish. That's not really a problem in this situation, but when we're against something like the Mirelurk Queen, you can see where this can start to cause issues. Although we're getting in an absolute metric ton of critical shots, we're burning through our AP far too quickly. And we're also not refreshing our AP rate at a fast enough rate. And this really reduces the effectiveness of our quad effect. It's no good having all these extra bullets if we can't use them in VATS to land our crit shots. So what the hell are we going to do about it? Well, there is actually a couple of things we can do to improve the situation, and bloody improve it drastically as well. The first thing we can do is get some armor with the powered legendary effect. And what this does, guys, is increases the action point refresh speed. Now then, all these armor pieces I've got here do indeed have that effect on them, because yes guys, the effect does stack. I will say though, if you put an armor piece on and I don't know, you get a 10-second reduction in your AP refresh, any subsequent piece of armor you put on after this is going to have a lessened effect, so you're not going to have a 10-second reduction, you may only have a 6-second. Does that make any sense? Well, I hope it does anyway. The general consensus is around 3 pieces of armor is a sweet spot for this effect. The next thing we need to look at is our special points and our perk cards. Now then, luck is directly related to crit refill, so make sure you max that bugger out. Perk cards wise, we're going to start out with Action Boy or Action Girl. This is going to help our AP regen significantly. We can also equip better criticals. This is going to make our criticals better. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Critical Savvy. Now, this bad boy is going to reduce how much of our critical meter is consumed when we land a crit shot. And last but not least, 4-leaf clover. Every hit that we land in VATS is going to give us a good chance to refill our crit meter. Oh, I almost forgot, as a little added bonus, if you like to go out and fight groups of enemies, you could also equip this one as well, Grim Reaper's Sprint. At max level, it's going to give you a 35% chance to refresh all your AP points with every single kill you make in VATS. Beautiful. Anyhow, we'll see how much of an improvement our changes have made. We'll start off with the Mirelurk Queen. As you can see, it's made a massive difference. Our AP rate isn't going down nearly as fast, and we are regenning it a hell of a lot quicker as well. And I mean, come on guys, how many crit shots did we get off then? That was absolutely fantastic. Major improvement. Now, I will say, I did start off this fight by sneaking, which did give us some increased damage initially, but yeah, I mean, either way, she got absolutely bloody shredded, didn't she? The Behemoth's the same story. Absolutely melted in a couple of seconds. Beautiful. Now, yes, of course, we could improve this even more. We could add extra damage by using perk cards such as Covert Operative, so when we do that initial sneak attack, we're doing a hell of a lot more damage. We could increase our luck and therefore refill our crit meter faster. We can do this a number of ways. We could go blooded and put on some unyielding armor, or we could get some nice mutations and increase our luck that way. We could also increase our AP refresh even more. We could use canned coffee and, you know, other food and drink based buffs. There is a hell of a lot of possibilities with this one, guys. Anyhow, guys, that is it from me. Like I said in the last video I did like this, I am not an expert by any means on this subject. It's just things that I've picked up while I've been playing the game. If I have missed anything out, please feel free to let me know down in the comments. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my Patreons. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's something you guys are interested in, there's a link down below in the description. And as we say it north, I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you next one.